She slammed the door of the penthouse suite, her heart pounding like a war drum, as the test results burned in her hand. Beta, not alpha. The label that could destroy everything. You can't be serious, Alex, her lover whispered from the shadows, eyes wide with a mix of fear and accusation. In that moment, the glittering skyline of Manhattan below felt like a cage closing in, and I knew my hidden life was about to unravel into chaos. In the heart of New York City, where the elite alphas ruled with iron fists wrapped in velvet gloves, I was born Alexandra Hayes, daughter of Senator Eleanor Hayes, one of the most powerful alpha women in America. Our society had evolved, or devolved depending on who you asked, into a rigid hierarchy after the Great Classification Act of 2045. Alphas were the leaders, the visionaries, the ones destined for power in politics, business, and high society. Betas like me? We were the invisible backbone, meant for service roles, denied access to elite education, marriages, and freedoms. But I was raised as an alpha. My beta status concealed by forged medical records and my mother's unyielding ambition. You're one of us, Alex, she'd say, her voice like polished steel. Never let them see otherwise. Growing up in our Upper East Side brownstone, I learned to mimic alpha confidence. The sharp gaze, the commanding tone, the effortless networking at galas where champagne flowed and deals were sealed. But inside I felt the fracture lines. Betas were empathetic, adaptable, but society painted us as weak, unreliable. Hiding meant constant vigilance, medication to suppress beta traits like heightened intuition, therapy sessions disguised as leadership training. My mother believed it was for my own good. In this world, betas don't survive the elite circles, she'd warn. And she was right. Exposure meant exile, loss of inheritance, even forced relocation to beta-only districts in places like rural Ohio, far from the pulsing energy of the coasts. It was at Columbia University, where alphas like me supposedly pursued degrees in policy and finance, that I met Jordan Riley. She was everything an alpha should be. Tall, with striking green eyes and a laugh that commanded rooms. From a Boston old money family, Jordan was majoring in international relations, destined for the State Department. We collided in a debate class, arguing over the ethics of the Classification Act. It's necessary for stability, she asserted, her voice ringing with conviction. I countered softly. But at what cost to humanity? Our eyes locked and something sparked, a connection deeper than ideology. Our friendship blossomed over late-night coffees in Morningside Heights cafes, where we dissect policy papers and share dreams. Jordan dreamed of reforming the system from within, making it fairer for betas without upending the order. I nodded, but my heart ached with the secret I carried. One autumn evening, as leaves swirled on the quad, she confessed, "Alex, you're different. You see people, not just positions." Her hand brushed mine, and electricity surged. I pulled away, terrified. Betas weren't supposed to feel this intensely. It was a giveaway. But Jordan pursued, her alpha persistence turning flirtation into something undeniable. By winter, we were inseparable. Stolen kisses in the library stacks, whispered promises under holiday lights in Central Park. "I love how you challenge me," she'd say, pulling me close. For the first time I felt seen, not as a fraud alpha but as me. Yet doubt gnawed. What if she discovered? Alphas rarely mingled romantically with betas. It was taboo, seen as diluting the elite bloodline. My mother noticed the shift. "Focus on your future, Alex. Distractions like her could expose us." But love blinded me. We graduated, moved into a sleek loft in Brooklyn, blending our lives amid the city's creative chaos. Jordan landed a job at a think tank, advocating for moderate reforms. I worked in nonprofit policy, channeling my beta empathy into helping marginalized communities, betas of course, though I hid that passion. Tensions simmered beneath our bliss. Jordan's family pressured her for an alpha match, someone like her cousin, a rising star in D.C. "They're traditional," she'd sigh. I pushed back gently. "What about us?" Our arguments grew heated, laced with unspoken fears. One night, after a gala where alphas networked ruthlessly, Jordan snapped, "Why do you always hold back? Act like an alpha." Her words stung, echoing my imposter syndrome. But we reconciled in embraces that felt like home. Then came the betrayal. It started with a routine medical scan for Jordan's job, mandatory for alphas. She insisted I join her for support. In the sterile clinic on Fifth Avenue, The doctor glanced at my records, frowning. Ms. Hayes, there's an anomaly. Panic surged. Jordan's eyes narrowed. What anomaly? Before I could stop it, the truth spilled. Beta markers suppressed but detectable. The room spun. Jordan's face crumpled. Not in anger but devastation. You lied to me, she whispered. I reached for her but she recoiled. All this time, our life built on a facade. That night in our loft the storm erupted. How could you hide this, Alex? I'm an alpha. My career, my family, they disown me. Tears streamed as I begged. I did it to survive. I love you. But Jordan, torn between loyalty and societal pressure, made a call to my mother. She needs help, she said into the phone. Help felt like a knife twist. My mother arrived, face etched with fury. You've jeopardized everything. They discuss me like a problem to solve, Jordan avoiding my gaze. In that moment I realized, love wasn't enough in this divided America. I fled into the night, the city lights blurring through tears. Hiding in a beta-friendly hostel in Queens, I pondered my next move. Survival meant reclaiming my identity, but at what cost? The drama had just begun. The days blurred into a haze of survival mode. Holed up in that dingy Queens hostel, surrounded by other betas scraping by in the shadows of the elite world, I pieced together a plan. No more hiding. But first I needed allies. Through underground networks, whispered forums on encrypted apps, I connected with the Beta Liberation Front, a grassroots movement pushing for equality. Their leader, Mia Torres, a fierce beta from Chicago who'd escaped forced labor in the Midwest, became my lifeline. You're not alone, Alex, she said over a secure video call. Many like you in elite families. Use your insider knowledge. Jordan's calls flooded my burner phone, pleading voicemails. Alex, come home. We can fix this. Fix what? Me? Her betrayal stung deepest, not the exposure but how quickly she prioritized her alpha status. My mother cut off my accounts, leaving me penniless. Return and we'll handle it discreetly, her message read. Discreetly meant more suppressants, a sham life. No. I dyed my hair, adopted a alias, Lex Rivera, and found work at a community center in Harlem, counseling beta youth. There, amid the vibrant murals and resilient spirits, I found purpose. These kids, denied scholarships and opportunities, mirrored my hidden pain. Mia invited me to a rally in Washington Square Park, disguised as a cultural festival to evade alpha patrols. Speak your truth, she urged. Trembling, I took the mic. I was born beta in an alpha world. I hid to survive, but no more. We deserve freedom. Cheers erupted, but so did risks. Jordan appeared in the crowd, her face a mask of regret. Alex, Lex, please talk. We slipped away to a nearby bench, the park's fountain masking our words. I panicked, she admitted, eyes glistening. My family's pressuring me to denounce you. But I can't. I love you. Hope flickered. We met secretly in coffee shops, rekindling flames amid danger. Jordan shared intel from her think tank. A bill brewing in Congress to tighten beta restrictions. If it passes, relocations will spike. Our love deepened, laced with urgency. Stolen weekends in upstate cabins, where we'd hike trails and dream of a reformed America. We'll fight together, she'd whisper, her alpha strength bolstering my resolve. But doubt lingered. Was this real or her guilt? The conflict escalated when my mother discovered our reunions. She confronted Jordan at a DC fundraiser, voice low but lethal. End this or I'll expose her fully. Ruin both your careers. Jordan wavered but stood firm. No, Eleanor. Alex is my future. Elated, I believed we'd overcome. Then came the high society wedding of Jordan's cousin in the Hamptons. A test. Come as my +1, she begged. Show them we're unbreakable. Foolishly I agreed, disguised in elegance. The estate buzzed with alphas. Senators, CEOs, all eyeing me suspiciously. Whispers followed. Hayes' daughter. The beta rumor. Jordan defended me fiercely, but during toasts, her father pulled her aside. Choose, family or her. Heart-pounding, I overheard Jordan's reply. I can't lose everything. Betrayal crashed anew. She returned face pale. We need time apart. Devastated, I stormed out, the ocean's roar echoing my turmoil. Back in the city, Mia rallied me. Use the pain. We're planning a march on Capitol Hill. I dove in, organizing logistics, channeling heartbreak into action. Jordan's absence hollowed me, but Beta's needed voices. As the march neared, anonymous tips flooded media. Elite Alpha entangled with Beta activist. Photos of us leaked. Jordan's doing? Paranoia gripped. Then a call from her. It's not me. My family, they're sabotaging us. Trust fractured. I hung up. The March day dawned crisp in D.C. Thousands gathered, Betas, sympathetic Alphas waving signs. Equality now. I led chants from the steps, voice booming. Chaos erupted. Counter-protesters, Alpha supremacists, clashed. In the melee, I spotted Jordan pushing through, shielding a Beta child from harm. Our eyes met amid tear gas. I'm here for you, she yelled. Gunshots rang, panic. I fell, grazed, but Jordan pulled me to safety, her shirt bloodied. In the aftermath, hospitalized, she confessed. I almost betrayed you again, but I couldn't. I leaked the bill details to help your cause. Tears mingled. Forgiveness bloomed, tentative but real. Yet the drama intensified. My mother, furious, testified against reforms, calling me delusional. The bill stalled, a small victory, but personal costs mounted. As winter gripped the East Coast, our relationship mended in quiet moments. Therapy sessions, honest talks. I was scared of losing my world, Jordan admitted. But you're my world. We moved to a modest apartment in Philadelphia, away from elite scrutiny, building a life on authenticity. Philadelphia offered a fresh start, its historic streets a metaphor for rebuilding. Jordan quit her think tank, joining a progressive NGO focused on classification reform. I rose in the Beta Liberation Front, coordinating national campaigns from our cozy row house in Old City. Mornings began with coffee and strategy sessions, evenings with walks along the Schuylkill River, hands intertwined. We've come so far, she'd say, her green eyes soft. But scars lingered. My Beta empathy made me forgive quickly, but Jordan's Alpha upbringing bred caution. Tensions resurfaced with national elections looming. The Alpha Alliance Party pushed draconian policies. Mandatory testing, Beta curfews in major cities. Mia urged escalation. We need insider sabotage. Reluctantly, I agreed to infiltrate an elite summit in Aspen, posing as an Alpha consultant. Jordan opposed. It's too dangerous. Our argument echoed old wounds. You don't trust my strength? I snapped. She sighed. I trust you. I don't trust them. In Aspen's snowy peaks amid luxury chalets, I networked with Alphas, including my mother's allies. Over fireside chats I gleaned plans. A secret database to track hidden Betas. Heart racing, I hacked a terminal, Beta intuition guiding me through security. Success. Data downloaded. But alarms blared. Fleeing, I twisted an ankle in the powder. A guard cornered me. Hayes? The Beta. Shots fired, missed. I escaped by sheer luck, data stick clutched. Back home, Jordan bandaged me, worry etched. You could have died. Her kiss held desperation. We leaked the data anonymously, sparking outrage. Protests swelled coast to coast, from LA's beaches to Boston's harbors. Media dubbed it Beta Uprising. My mother went on TV denouncing me. My daughter is a traitor. Pain lanced, but pride swelled. Then the ultimate betrayal. Jordan's family, cornered, offered her a deal. Testify against the front for immunity. She confided tearfully. They threatened to frame you for treason. I urged. Fight them. But at the congressional hearing in D.C., under glaring lights, Jordan took the stand. My heart stopped as she said, the Beta front is a threat to order. Gasps. I bolted from the gallery, betrayal searing like fire. Devastated, I retreated to Mia's safe house in Chicago, the windy city's chill matching my soul. She chose her side, Mia consoled. Days of isolation followed, replaying memories. Our first kiss, promises under stars. A letter arrived. Alex, it was an act. I fed them false info to buy time. Meet me in NYC. Hope Ward with caution. I went. In Central Park under blooming cherry blossoms, Jordan waited, disheveled. My family disowned me. But I couldn't betray you for real. Proof. Documents exposing Alpha Alliance corruption. We embraced, tears flowing. Forgive me, she whispered. Always, I replied. Our love, forged in fire, deepened. The scandal toppled key figures, including my mother, who faced impeachment. Reforms passed. Optional classification, equal rights. We testified together, hands linked. Love transcends labels, I declared. Applause thundered. Yet personal drama persisted. My mother broken reached out. I hid you to protect you. Now I see the cage I built. Reconciliation tentative. We met in neutral cafes, bridging divides. Jordan's family remained estranged, but she found peace. You're my family now. As summer warmed Philly, we volunteered at beta centers, inspiring youth. Our story became legend, two women defying odds. But highs brought lows. Threats from extremists forced us into hiding briefly in the Pacific Northwest, Seattle's rain washing away fears. There, in a cozy cabin, we vowed eternity. Through betrayal and storm, Jordan said. I nodded, heart full. Returning east, we advocated tirelessly. A book deal came, my memoir, Hidden Beta. Jordan co-authored chapters on alpha privilege. Launches in bookstores drew crowds, our message resonating. Humanity over hierarchy. One evening, overlooking the Delaware River, Jordan proposed, "Marry me, Alex. In this new America." On one knee, ring glinting. Tears joyfully accepted. Planning a simple wedding in Fairmount Park, surrounded by allies like Mia. But fate twisted. A car accident en route to a rally. Jordan swerved to avoid a deer crashing. Hospital vigils blurred. She woke bandaged. I'm okay. Relief flooded. The scare reinforced fragility. We fight on, she murmured. The wedding was intimate, under blooming oaks in Fairmount Park, with Mia officiating. Vows exchanged. In a world that tried to divide us, I choose you, beta, alpha, human. Cheers from betas and reformed alphas alike. Honeymoon in California's wine country. Napa's vines symbolizing growth. Laughter, lovemaking tender and affirming. Our bond unbreakable. Back to advocacy, we founded the Unity Institute in D.C., training leaders across classifications. Successes mounted. Beta scholarships, anti-discrimination laws. But shadows loomed. Remnants of the old guard plotted comebacks. Anonymous threats arrived. Traitors will pay. Jordan hired security, her alpha protectiveness flaring. We'll face it together. A pivotal moment. My mother, post-impeachment, sought redemption. At a family dinner in her now modest Virginia home, she apologized. I feared for you, but I trapped you. Tears flowed. Forgive. Hesitant hugs mended fissures. She joined our institute, using influence for good. Jordan's estrangement from her family thawed when her sister reached out. We were wrong. A reunion in Boston, tense but healing. Proud of you. Her father grumbled eventually. Bridges rebuilt. Drama peaked with a national crisis. A rogue alpha faction hacked classification databases, outing hidden betas nationwide. Chaos ensued. Protests, violence in cities like Atlanta and Miami. We mobilized from D.C., coordinating aid. Jordan led strategy sessions, her voice steady. I handled emotional support, beta empathy shining. In the fray, a betrayal from within. A front member bribed, leaked our plans. Raids hit safe houses. Mia was arrested. Furious, I confronted the traitor. Why? For my family's safety, he confessed. Echoes of Jordan's past dilemmas. We exposed him, but damage done. Jordan and I went underground, fleeing to a safe house in the Rockies. Montana's vast skies offered solace. This fight's costing us, she admitted by a campfire. But it's worth it. Our love anchored us. Conversations deep into nights, reaffirming commitment. Emerging, we rallied support. A viral campaign. United America, stories of cross-class love. Ours headlined. Congress intervened, arresting hackers. Mia freed. Victory tasted sweet, but exhaustion hit. Personal toll. Jordan's health faltered. Stress-induced migraines. I nursed her, roles reversing. You're my rock, she whispered. Therapy helped unpacking traumas. As fall painted leaves, we adopted a beta orphan, Lily, from a Texas shelter. Parenthood brought joy, challenges. Lily's questions. Why were betas hidden? Sparked family talks, fostering empathy. Years passed. The institute thrived, branches in every state. We aged gracefully, gray streaks in hair but passion undimmed. Anniversaries celebrated with river picnics. Reminiscing betrayals turned triumphs. One crisp autumn, Jordan surprised me with a trip to where it began, Columbia's Quad. Remember our debate? We laughed. You won my heart. Under falling leaves, we renewed vows informally. But life threw a curve, my mother's passing. In her will, a letter. You taught me humanity. Proud. Grief mixed with closure. Jordan faced her own loss, her father's death, reconciliation complete. He came around because of you. Our story inspired films, books. Interviews emphasized. Love humanizes systems. Lily grew into an activist, alpha-beta hybrid world her norm. Thanks to you too, she'd say. Reflecting highs and lows wove a tapestry of resilience. From hidden beta to freedom fighter with Jordan by my side. Decades later, in a more equitable America, our story stood as a beacon. The Classification Act repealed in 2070. Thanks to relentless advocacy. Jordan and I, now in our 60s, retired to a farmhouse in Vermont's rolling hills, where maples turned fiery in fall. Lily, married to a fellow activist, visited with grandkids. Tiny humans unbound by labels. Tell us about the uprising, Grandma Alex, they'd beg. I'd spin tales of marches, betrayals, love's triumph, eyes misting. Jordan's health declined slowly. Old injuries from the accident flaring. I cared for her, our roles intimate as ever. You're still my alpha, I'd tease. She'd smile weakly. And you're my heart. One spring morning as birdsong filled the air, Jordan passed peacefully in my arms. Love you forever, her last words. Grief enveloped me like a shroud, but memories sustained. The funeral drew crowds, politicians, activists, everyday folk. Eulogies praised her courage. Jordan Riley Hayes showed alphas could change. Alone but not lonely, I channeled sorrow into writing. A sequel memoir, Beyond Betrayal, a lifetime of love. It topped charts, inspiring a new generation. Mia, now a senator, visited. You two started this. We reminisced over tea, laughing at old dramas. Grandkids kept me young, their questions probing. Was it scary hiding? Yes, but love made it bearable. In quiet evenings, I'd walk the woods, feeling Jordan's presence. We did it, I'd whisper to the wind. A final act. Donating our archives to the Smithsonian. Exhibit titled Love in a Divided Nation. Opening night, I spoke. Our story proves humanity prevails. Betrayal tests, but love redeems. As I aged, health faded. Surrounded by family in my last days, peace washed over. Tell Jordan I waited, I murmured. Our legacy endured, schools taught our history, streets named after us. In a humane America where identities flowed freely, our romance echoed eternally. The end wasn't tragic, it was human, flawed, beautiful, redemptive. From hidden beta to celebrated icon with love as the thread. I mentored young lesbian couples navigating societal shifts. Communication is key, echoing our lessons. One pair, a beta-alpha duo from Texas, credited us. Your story gave us hope. Volunteering at beta heritage centers, I preserved artifacts, protest signs, leaked documents. Historians interviewed me. What drove the betrayal? Fear, I'd reply. But forgiveness healed. Grandkids' weddings brought joy. Lily's daughter marrying in a ceremony blending traditions. Like you and Gran, she said. A biopic premiered, Hidden Freedoms, starring rising talents. Premiere in NYC, red carpet surreal. Accurate? Critics asked. Emotionally, yes, I nodded. As 90 approached, I reflected in journals. Highs of love, lows of loss. Worth it all. Final days in hospice, family gathered. Visions of Jordan. Coming home. Peaceful transition. Epilogue. America, post-classification, thrived on inclusivity. Our farmhouse became a museum, visitors pondering. How did two women change a nation? Their answer. Through drama, emotion, romance, humanity.